It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From American Airlines Center in Dallas, tonight, the Dallas Mavericks taking on the Utah Jazz. Our opening tip won by the Mavericks, and we're underway in Dallas. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. George to Redick. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
George buries the wide-open three. That's too easy. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Rose, here's the call. Intentional foul. Referee all over it.
Maybe a message was being sent there. I'm just not too sure what it was.
George, he made his first effort, but not that time. And look out.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Paul George to Green. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Tough shot. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his fourth block of the evening.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
James Harden at the line for 2 shots. A career 85% free throw shooter. First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Mavericks with the possession. Rose to Horford. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Harden. No good. That's great defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Rose into the front court. They're down 3. Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
James Harden. 3 for 4. Good start.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
That's good D. Shot no good. Goes to the right side. Harden. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Dallas with the possession. End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Harden. Great defense, forcing the miss. Redick with it. Down 3. The shot, almost. Stuffs it down with authority.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Now a whistle. Dallas will use the timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Paul George looking good. 4 for 5.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
Curling inside. Shot from in close, no good. Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Paul George, he's now 5 for 6.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Danny Green to Green. Utah's got it. Doesn't have the touch, no good. Rejected. Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish to this first quarter. First quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
George to McConnell. The pass set it all up.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Seth Curry. 4-3. Seth Curry off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Team foul number 1 for the Mavs. Danny Green to the line.
Danny Green. Couple of free throws on the way. A career 81% free throw shooter. Misses the first. Missed the second as well. Can't connect. Not the best shot with the defender right there.
I got him.
Dwayne Dedmon rejects it. That's out. Last touch by Dwayne Dedmon. Green. George, it's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Participating Bunsville Burgers Restaurant for a 10% discount on your meal. Bunsville Burgers, where the grill is magic.
Fires the 3. Missed it. And scores.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
It's Jazz ball. To Seth Curry. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Seth Curry. Ah, tough shot. Hand in his face, he makes them pay.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
That is great vision to set it up. George, wide open look, won't go. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
The Mavericks signal for timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Knocked loose. Jazz have it. And a nice finish at the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Bledsoe. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Rose into the front court. They trail by 1. Bledsoe with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Bledsoe slams it down.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. 1 bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Bledsoe shot misses. Driving right to the basket. Bledsoe to Seth Curry. Beyond the arc for 3. He was all over him. To Horford. You've got to get that one to go. Curry shot, no good. George on the drive, but his shot misses. To Seth Curry. From long range. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
One of the hardest working guys in the league, and that's how he got his money. That's his skill set. That weight room continues to pay off.
Oh, a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
The drive, right to the basket. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
James Harden, 4 out of 7.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Rose into the front court. Right now, down 7. And that's rebounded by the Jazz. To Bledsoe. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Get one for yourself before they're all gone.
Danilo Gallinari. Huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
And a throwdown. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Danilo Gallinari tips it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Short jumper off the mark.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Wraps him up. That's intentional. And the ref calls it.
Wow, maybe a design disruption right there. Or probably just an accident.
First try at the line, no good. Off the mark, 0 for 2 at the line. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's it for the first half. The Jazz in command of this one.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Utah with the possession. Eric Bledsoe. He's now 4 for 6.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
to Green. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal.
Ooh, I think people are leaving already.
It goes down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Oh, he got a piece of it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Harden. Has a look. The shot no good by Harden. Draymond Green will go to the line to shoot 2.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
And he connects on the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Bledsoe shot off the mark. To Paul George. Horford. Gets it in the left corner. Redick. Down low George. Good look that time, but off the mark. Bledsoe at the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not there for Bledsoe. Defense all over him. Here's a chance from long range. Can't connect. It's no good. Rose into the front court. His guys down big. Shot from the lane won't go. Bledsoe with it up top. He'll run the offense. For 3. And the rebound comes down to Dallas. Paul George to Green. That's out. Last touch by Draymond Green. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Cruises inside for 2. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
And the finish at the rim.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Harden to Mo Bamba. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
And the basket good at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Mavericks with the basketball.
That's a mismatch. That's a mismatch.
Won't go down. Mo Bamba to Harden. Lets it fly from long range. That's how you defend.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Al Horford going to the line to shoot 2.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Count it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Horford. Kenneth Faried sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Seth Curry. Fires the 3. He has yet to hit one tonight. No good. Works it up top. Harden. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
I got ball.
Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up. Harden. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Redick. Gets to the basket and scores.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Harden to Seth Curry. 4-3. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Harden shakes free and hits.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
That'll do it. Third quarter complete. A nice advantage so far for the Jazz. Dallas with the basketballs. We begin the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
There it is, Al Horford. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make. Utah ball.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Harden. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. To Danny Green. Rose. No good. Fareed. Here's Harden, down low. Danny Green sends it away. That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Harden. Not that time. Kenneth Fareed snatching it out of the air.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Eric Bledsoe. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Dwayne Dedmon with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
And Draymond Green throws it down.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Bledsoe. Fires the 3. Not going down here. It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Can't connect from inside. To Bledsoe. Backcourt. Substitution being made in this one.
Number 31, Curry.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Paul George good on the quick release there.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
To Bledsoe. Curling inside. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Knocked loose. Jazz have it. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Free throw up and good. It's a 3-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. Jazz have the ball. From the painted area, won't go down. Time for some new personnel into the game. On the drive, it's Harden, but his shot no good. Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
George. And throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says 1 man can't beat 5, but we're watching 1 man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Got it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Rose into the front court. Down a bundle. To Green. Driving right to the basket. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Draymond Green. He's got 2 shots coming. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Bledsoe at the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. He gets it.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
It's George for 2. Wide open look won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Bledsoe to Harden. Beyond the arc for 3. Textbook defense. Redick to Green. And finishes strong.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than it was defense.
Dallas owns the basketball. It's PG for 2, and he hits.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Harden. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that 3.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more 3s.
Shot from in close, no good. It's the Jazz who come away with the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams.